I'm going to offer you a real simple way to do some shadow work using your human design chart that doesn't require you to be an expert in human design or even very familiar with it. Okay? So all you really need is your human design chart. And I'm going to put some instructions down in the description about an easy way to get that for free. Okay? So if you need to pause and go do that, go ahead. But if you have your human design chart, here's what I want you to do. It's going to look something like this, okay? And what we want to do is we want to look for those centers on our chart that are empty, that are usually white, depending on the site that you use to get your chart. But it's probably like an open white center, okay? These are our open centers in human design. And I'm not going to go into deep explanation about human design here. I've got another video for that, which I'll also link below. But I just want you to look at where in your chart you have an open center, because these are places where we tend to absorb others' energy, okay? And when we over-identify with the pressure from absorbing others' energy in those centers, this is what can transform into a shadow manifestation. So by understanding where in our chart we've got those open centers, the shadow trait or thinking pattern that it may be triggering, we can embrace it, we can bring it into awareness, and then we can transform it into a gift. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of examples, and then I've got a free chart that you can download that goes through every one of the centers and how to use each of those, if they're open, as a way to do a little bit of shadow work. Okay, so the first example I want to give you is an undefined solar plexus. So the solar plexus is known as the emotional center. It's on the right side, in the middle, off to the right, okay? If this center is white or it's undefined on your chart, it means that you are prone to feel other people's emotions very intensely. And I don't mean just at an intellectual level. It's like you literally absorb them. You know, when people talk about being an empath or empathic, this really is connected to the solar plexus, the emotional center, right? So this can be really intense, right? From childhood on, if you have an open solar plexus center, you're probably really intensely picking up the emotional tone of all the environments that you're in, of the people that you're around. So what can develop into a shadow is learning to avoid conflict or becoming emotionally overwhelmed because you just don't have the boundaries or the capacity to process all that emotion, extraneous emotion, right, that's coming through that center, okay? So here's how to look at your moment of awareness, okay? Ask yourself, if this is you, and again, we're just giving examples here, but if this is you with this open solar plexus center, ask yourself, when do I stay silent? When do I over-accommodate? Or even when do I emotionally freeze because I'm just trying to keep the peace? That's where the shadow pattern for the center lives, right? It's this instinct to always smooth things over or avoid discomfort, emotional discomfort at all costs. And who blames you, right? From a young age, if you were experiencing intensity and you didn't know where, right? Because remember, this is not intellectual processing of emotion. This is like you walk into a room or you're witnessing an argument or you're in an argument, and from the inside out, it's kind of exploding up into your system. That's intense. So over time, what would you do as a defense mechanism? You train yourself to avoid, to be a diplomat, to please, right? So there's the shadow, okay? But now let's talk about the flip. So when you become conscious of that particular pattern, the same sensitivity that has driven you into this defense behavior can actually become a gift, because it's going to allow you, when you approach it and use it consciously, to access a deep sense of emotional empathy, emotional clarity, and emotional wisdom. That's the other side of this, right? So instead of passively, involuntarily absorbing and then reacting, you can consciously and intentionally feel and observe the situation. And you realize, hey, this emotion isn't mine, and I don't have to manage it. This is not my responsibility. That's the magic of undefined centers. Like, your awareness is the alchemy that can turn that pressure into wisdom. So let's go through one more example together, and then you can access the chart and go through your centers and see how this works for you. Okay, so now we're going to look at the heart center, also sometimes called the will center. This is usually that small triangle just to the right of the G center, which is right at the heart, right? So look for that small triangle. And if your heart center, I know it's ironic that that's called the heart center, and the one that's in where the heart would be is the G center, but that's just how it is in human design. But look for that small triangle just to the right of the heart area, okay? If this is undefined, you may already know the feeling that I'm about to describe, which is the feeling, the urge of always having to prove yourself. This is kind of like that classic, I'll show you I'm worthy energy, right? This constant pressure to justify why you're here even breathing air, right? Why you're alive, okay? So what this can drive, the shadow that this can fuel and drive is this over-promising, again, people-pleasing, pushing yourself to be seen as reliable, capable, and valuable, always just having to make sure your worth is known and seen and understood, okay? Because the unconscious belief that's developed there is that if I don't keep proving my worth, I'm going to lose the love and respect of the people around me, of the world around me, okay? And remember, these sort of like, these tropes develop in our childhood. You know, these are the rules that's developing in the child's mind as they're experiencing the world through the dynamics of their centers, open and closed centers, right? So here's like a prompt you can give yourself. Where am I saying yes just to be valued? What promises am I making that aren't truly aligned with my actual energy? Okay, that's like looking right at your shadow. That's facing it. But let's do the flip, the little judo flip that we can do. And this is what makes it alchemy in shadow work, right? So if you bring awareness to this particular shadow, you can get wisdom about value itself. That's interesting, right? You can see clearly what's truly worth your effort and what's not. When you just release this pressure to always have to prove your worth, you can create that cushion of response where you evaluate value itself and you say, is this really worth my effort? Is this my responsibility to prove my worth right here? So through this, you can become someone who actually understands sustainable motivation, when you need to rest, when you need to commit, but commit authentically, right? There's a sense of authenticity that comes for me, that comes through this gate, through this center, when you do it when you look at it in this way, right? So this undefined heart center, will center can teach you that your worth isn't something that you have to earn. It's something that you already are. From that place, when you do make a promise, when you do commit, it becomes even more powerful, more clean, and more deeply honest because it's come through this process of awareness, okay? So those were a couple of examples of what I mean about using your human design chart to do a little bit of shadow work. You don't have to be an expert. It could even be the first time looking at your chart. Of course, human design is vast and intricate and complex, and you can spend days and years and decades on it and still not quite get to every piece, but that's okay. I like to make work like this really accessible, and I want to know how it goes for you. Link to the reference sheet down below that goes through all of the centers. If you have any of those centers that are undefined or open, how you can use those to do a little bit of shadow work like we just did with these two examples. Okay, good luck with that.